I recently subscribed to this channel called The Simple Environmentalist, and she did this cool video. And at the end of the video, she made a call to other people who make videos online to also share their non-aesthetic, zero waste, and sustainable life. And I thought that is a great idea. So here I am showing you my morning routine and walking you through some of the products and the items that I use that at the outset, they don't appear sustainable or zero waste, and they probably aren't that cute, but in reality, they are pretty sustainable.
So my toothbrush I actually got from work. Our insurance company came in, they dropped off probably 100 of these toothbrushes and they were going to be thrown out. So I took a bunch. It's plastic. It definitely doesn't look zero waste, but it's better to use something that would otherwise be thrown away than it would be to buy something, even if it comes in plastic. I guess especially if it comes in plastic. You want to get as much use out of that item as you possibly can before you go buying new things that require additional energy and resources. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I don't actually use. So all of these things on the outside were given to me by a friend who no longer wanted them and she was just going to throw them away. So I took them to try to use in my routine. This is an old ordinary container that I'm saving. And when this makeup remover runs out, I'm going to replace that with some oil in here. And then I'm going to use that as a makeup remover. And then of course I have my contacts, which they're not zero waste at all. My deodorant does come in this little plastic container, but the deodorant lasts so long that I think it's worth it. It's more sustainable than buying one every 3 months. I could literally buy this deodorant once a year max. Most of these things are low waste or reusable, so these are better than makeup wipes. This is a compostable floss. This is a reused container. This is a reused container. This is a reused container. This container is plastic and blue and ugly, but I've had it for probably 5 years now. Sure, I could replace it with something new, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use it even though it doesn't look great because it's more sustainable to use what you already have instead of buying something new. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff here. It's kind of cluttered. It's not super aesthetic. It's in this IKEA drawer organizer because I don't have a lot of space in my bathroom. I have to take it out. I'm using what I have. I'm making the most of what I already have, and that is the most sustainable option that you can do. I'm gonna try to use some of this stuff this morning. I actually don't wash my face in the morning. I just use a hot towel, which I guess is actually more sustainable because I'm using less face wash and therefore buying less product. But it's just a regular old IKEA towel. I will use them until they are absolutely unusable, and even then I'll probably use them as rags. And I specifically got the white color. That way I can wash all of my linens and sheets and towels and everything together on the same setting with no problem at all. And it saves energy because I'm not doing a really small load. It saves soap because I'm not doing multiple loads. And overall, even though it doesn't look like it, it is better for the environment. I've got my bidet. And you can see it's not one of those eco-friendly ones. And I even considered returning it and buying the one with the bamboo handles that had a little bit more of the renewable materials in it. But I decided not to. I didn't know about the bamboo one when I bought this bidet. And I decided that returning it would be a greater impact on the environment than just keeping the one that I had and knowing that if I ever need to buy a new bidet in the future, I could buy a more sustainable option. My towels for the bidet are over here. So this is the one that is currently in use. It's wet. I recently used it. That's why it has that stain on it. And then those are the clean ones that I can use when that one runs out. So the toilet paper here is mostly just for show. That is an unaesthetic old plastic container I got from the dollar store years ago, and I'm just reusing it to hold the towels. And then the towels themselves I got thrifted. They're not 100% organic cotton or anything like that, but I got them used. So they're very sustainable because they already existed, and had I not bought them, they probably would have just gone to a landfill. So these slippers are actually my friend's, but she didn't want them anymore. She was just gonna throw them away and she offered them to me, so I decided to take them. They are not made out of any sort of sustainable materials. I think they're probably from like some cheap store somewhere, but I didn't have to buy slippers and she didn't have to throw her slippers away, so therefore they are sustainable. This drying rack is actually not secondhand or anything. It's from IKEA. I had a secondhand one, but it was too small and I wanted to air dry all of my clothes, not just small loads of them, because washing small loads is less sustainable than just washing one large load. It's really functional and it helps me to not dry my clothes in the dryer, which has a huge impact on the environment. It's good shit. Even though I got it from IKEA, it's like metal, but it's coated, so it's probably not recyclable, but maybe. Oh, and don't even get me started about all of these clothes that are not made from any sort of sustainable or biodegradable materials or anything. The majority of my clothes are secondhand, and the rest of them I've had for a really long time. So yeah, sustainable. So I'm just gonna grab some underwear. Oh, and some socks. I need some socks. Oh, and I need a bra. Oops. Bra. There we go. I've never done one of those before, so hopefully it worked. They always look so cool when other people do them, so I'm not cool, but I could be cool too. Okay, so I'm dressed now. Oh, actually, interesting story about these jeans. Kmart is closing. I don't know if all of the Kmart locations are closing or just the Kmart location in my area, but it's closing. And I always like to go to stores when they're having like big closing blowout sales or whatever, because they have really great prices for things that I normally wouldn't be able to afford, and because it's more sustainable. The items that you don't buy from them, they're likely just going to throw away and send to a landfill. So you can get them on a good discounted price, and you can help some items from just being thrown away in the trash. A $6 pair of sustainable jeans from Kmart definitely does not appear sustainable from the outset. And I will wear the crap out of these until I can no longer wear them anymore. Now I have done my like bathroom routine, I've gotten dressed, and now I'm gonna do my hair, maybe my makeup if I am feeling frisky. We will see. So let me grab my hairbrush. I have a very small room, so all of my stuff is just like tucked under my bed. So here's my brush. I bought this before I really started thinking about sustainability. It is made out of bamboo, so that's good, but the bristles and like this inner lining part is all plastic. But I've had it forever. I bought it when I worked at a grocery store, so I've probably had it for at least 5 years. I'm gonna keep it as long as it works. In fact, it's gotten to the point where like most of the heads of the bristles have popped off. Don't ask me where they are. Microplastics have probably fallen into the ocean because of this hairbrush, but I'm gonna use it until it's broken and I can't use it anymore. And maybe even then I might try to fix it. We'll see. All right, so my hair is brushed. To be clear, this hair tie, this scrunchie, not sustainable. I think I got it from like CVS or something, but I will use them once again until I can't use them anymore, which is like, if you're gonna buy something unsustainable, using the crap out of it and not replacing it constantly is the next best thing you can do. So I am super thirsty. Usually I drink water, a lot of water throughout the day, and I do it in these Prego spaghetti sauce jars. Spaghetti jars come in glass. My roommate
buys them. I make my own spaghetti sauce from scratch, but he loves Prego spaghetti sauce. And whenever he's done, I just keep a jar, and they work so perfectly as cups. And I never buy cups, and I'm reusing things that would otherwise be recycled probably, but it's always better to reuse than recycle. Yeah, they're not particularly aesthetically pleasing. I mean, I think they're fine, but they're not like a mason jar. I know everybody's really into mason jars these days. And also, I'm too lazy to get all of the sticky stuff off the outside, so you can kind of still see the Prego label there. And some of the newer ones, it has the entire Prego label on there. In fact, let me show you this. I needed a container to hold my pens and pencils and stuff, so I just took this old peanut butter jar, and I didn't bother to take the label off. And it doesn't look that cute, but it is functional. So yeah, definitely not aesthetic, but sustainable. My hair is doing some weird stuff. It's like a little bit puffier today than I would like it to be, so I think I'm gonna straighten it. But first, I'm gonna fill up my cup of water. So let's go do that. I drink tap water. I don't know if anybody else does this, but that is sustainable. It's not cool these days to not drink filtered water, but I don't care. I'm too lazy to filter the water. It takes too long. Plus, I don't think it tastes that different. I don't think the benefits are like that great. My cat's going crazy. So yeah, I just drink tap water, and really that's better for the environment, because all of the filters that you buy when you replace your filter in your Brita pitcher or whatever you have. Yeah, tap water. Not trendy, but that's what I do. Plus, I get in my daily dose of fluoride. And I don't have to buy plastic water bottles. So I actually use this toilet paper roll to wrap up the cord for my straightener. It ain't cute, but it's very functional. And it saves some extra waste. Ta-da! All right, so back to the kitchen. Now it is breakfast time. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna eat, but hopefully it's sustainable. We'll see. You know, while I'm in here, I want to start by saying that my kitchen is not aesthetic. I mean, everybody's got these like beautiful white kitchens. Just to throw it out there, if you do have a kitchen like mine, renovating it, not super sustainable. But you can do maybe some small minor renovations instead. Things like painting the cabinets or switching out some fixtures that you found used, or even finding things like countertops and things used. That's like pretty sustainable, as long as you can find a way to dispose of the things that you no longer want in a sustainable way. But definitely doing like a full-blown kitchen remodel just to make your kitchen look aesthetically pleasing or trendy or whatever, that's not a sustainable option. So this is my unaesthetic but naturally sustainable kitchen. So now I'm going to make some breakfast, and I don't know what I'm gonna make. I'm having cake for breakfast. I made this cake a couple of days ago for Easter, and I don't want to throw it away. There's a lot of it left, so I'm trying to eat a little bit every day, and that just means that I'm having an unhealthy breakfast today. But it's definitely more sustainable to eat the cake than throw it away. Food waste is so unsustainable, and a lot of our waste in the US is food waste, so I definitely want to take that sustainable route, and plus it's kind of fun to eat cake for breakfast. So for the record, it's in a plastic container. This isn't my container, I borrowed it from a friend, but plastic containers can be sustainable even though they don't fit the like zero waste aesthetic. You use them over and over and over again, and that in and of itself is sustainable. It's not a single use item. We shouldn't demonize plastic. It's like not great, but I definitely wouldn't want to like throw this away or even recycle it and buy something new in like glass or something. Yeah, if you already have plastic storage containers like this, definitely keep them and just keep using them. So speaking of food waste, I have this Tetra Pak of almond milk, and I don't really like the way that it tastes, but I don't want to throw it away. So instead of drinking it by the glass, I'm gonna add it in with my cake because my cake is a little dry. It's been, you know, sitting in the refrigerator for a while now. And I'm gonna eat my cake like I would eat some cereal. Yeah, definitely not super aesthetic, but delicious and sustainable. I love to eat my breakfast outside. Where I live, it gets really buggy really early on in the season, so I'm trying to spend as much time outside as I possibly can right now. And I'm sitting in this chair, which actually has kind of an interesting story. It's like not that aesthetically pleasing. It's actually a black chair, and the sun has dyed it this like light grayish brown color, whatever. This chair is so comfortable. It was actually passed on to me by one of my friends in college about 3 or 4 years ago now. She used it, she loved it. She moved into an apartment and it didn't fit in her apartment anymore, so she gave it to me. And I've had it ever since then inside. But then one of my cats had this health problem and she peed on it. She kept peeing on it, and we just could not get the pee smell out. And my roommate used this like cat pee thing. I don't know what it was, but it smelled like old lady, and the chair to this day smells like old lady, so we just keep it outside. And because of that, it's gotten a bit dirty, a bit rough around the edges, but it's still so comfortable. So we keep it, and I'm not throwing it away because I love this chair and it's still useful. And I might even go so far as to try to just get this cushion replaced and keep the chair. I don't know if I can find a replacement cushion, but the chair itself was not made sustainably. I also want to touch on the fact that I'm like in an apartment complex. There's like these wires and air conditioning units all around me. People to get this idea in their mind that to be zero waste you have to live like off-grid in the mountains, or to live a truly sustainable life you have to live like in the middle of nowhere. And I think that's actually really untrue. Right now I live in the suburbs, but I used to live closer to the city. Anywhere you live, you can live a sustainable life, even if it's not aesthetic. Even if looking around me, like I'm right next to a giant street and you can hear all this traffic, there are tons of cars passing, that's okay. You can still live a sustainable life no matter where you are. Speak of the devil. But yeah, you can still live a sustainable and even aesthetically beautiful life wherever you are. In fact, where I live, I just try to appreciate and find beauty in all of the things around me, even if they don't seem beautiful at first glance. And I think I might actually do a video about this. But yeah, there's birds are chirping, and there are trees all around me, and squirrels and bees buzzing, and I want to enjoy that. So I think that will be the end of this video. It's 11:30 now, so it's not really the morning anymore. It's getting into the afternoon. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making it. I think it's a really important topic to talk about because sustainability isn't, like I repeat in this video probably very often, sustainability isn't about a certain aesthetic, and you can't look at something and really know that it's sustainable, because the most sustainable things are things that are already in existence. And that could mean that something that is plastic, something made with non-renewable materials, something made in a sweatshop or a factory is actually more ethical and more sustainable than something that, you know, at the outset appears to be super sustainable. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to the Simple Environmentalist for inspiring this video. I'm really enjoying your channel. Your videos are really well researched and super interesting, and I'm learning a lot from you. So thanks for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Let me know if you guys want to see some other videos in like the same theme. And I'm gonna sit down and eat my cake. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. So much traffic. So unesthetically pleasing. Oh, and now there's a leaf blower. Fantastic. The maintenance people are literally blowing leaves off of the roof right now. Can you get any more unesthetically pleasing than traffic in the background, leaf blowing happening above me, and cake? Leaves in my cake. It's fine. It's fine. This is my zero waste, unesthetic life. Anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I gotta go because the traffic is just too loud. I will see you guys in the next one.